Friends, we'll talk about Delhi Capitals versus Sunrisers Hyderabad game. Um, yeah, Delhi was good in the last two games. The game against Punjab, they have literally stolen the game from Punjab's hands. Punjab just needed one run from three balls, but Delhi pulled off a heist. And you need to talk about Stoinis innings. I guess he scored around 30 runs in the final over. So against Jordan, that sort of took Delhi to a near par total. And even against Chennai, they were very good. They scored well. They had an above par total and defended that well. Rabada and Nokia were spot on. They troubled Watson and Vijay in the power play and even didn't allow CSK to accelerate in the death. That's a very good sign. And also they're bowling at a good pace, more than 140. So Delhi will surely be happy and also will enter this game as favorites. So I don't think they'll make too many changes. Just Shah, Dhawan, Iyer, Pant, and I guess they'll give Hitmayer some chances. He dropped two catches last game and also didn't bat well in last two games, but still they'll give him chances. Then Stoinis at 6, Akshar at 7, and then you're left with 8, 9, 10, and 11. So you'll just take Mishra. I heard that Ashwin is fit, but the team is not able to, not willing to, send him to play the game right away. They just want him to take rest for 2 or 3 games. So Ashwin won't be playing and Mishra will be playing, and they have Kaisa, Rabada and Noke, and they are left with one slot. If Ishant is fit, he can directly walk into the 11, or one of Mohit or Avesh will play the game. Maybe even Harshal Patel, but I guess they will give chance to a proper bowler like Avesh or Mohit. And we'll talk about Hyderabad squad. See, it's still the early stage of the tournament. There have been many teams which have lost the first 2 games in a season, and then came back and won many matches. But here the problem is this middle order looks very brittle. We don't usually see this kind of inexperienced middle order in a high profile tournament like IPL, because you need to take young guys, because they can become the future of the franchise. But that doesn't mean you should only take them. You need to have a good mix of young and experienced. You need to have a good mix of both. Then only then the experienced can guide the young players, and they can take some pressure off the young players. So that's what that should happen if a team needs to perform well in IPL. But here they have taken Priyam Garg and Abhishek Sharma. Both are little inexperienced. Abhishek Sharma played a good innings last IPL I guess, or in 2018. One innings for Delhi Capitals he played. Good innings for some 46 around he scored, but still still not that experienced. So I guess Hyderabad sort of experimented in the first 2 games, because they even gave chance to Natarajan. So they might have need to be spot on from the game 1. They might have experimented in the latter stages of the tournament. And one thing is there's a lot of confusion between whom to choose, Williamson or Nabi. So for now Hyderabad need to choose Williamson, because Williamson gives that stability. see if there is Williamson in the middle order, Warner and the other opener like Bairstow, like I am considering Saha as an option. So anyone like the openers can play freely. Warner can play his can bring his A game. So Williamson should be taken to the into the 11. Nabi is a good player, but that's unfortunate thing. Only four overseas players can play, and in this situation, Hyderabad needs Williamson more, and also Williamson's experience will be added advantage to Warner. Like, Warner's decision making and everything. Williamson should play the game. Without Williamson, it will be very tough to win for them. Like you can't just bank on your openers to win you games. It's very it's not a tournament where India plays against some winners like Afghanistan or Zimbabwe or some Ireland. It's not a tournament of that kind. Like here, every team looks strong on paper. So you need to be you need the team. You need the best team on the field. So they need to take Williamson. And even against Kolkata, two contrasting things happened. When against Bangalore they collapsed, and against Kolkata they were not able to accelerate. Saha is a good player, just one bad game doesn't mean he's a bad player. Saha is one among the 5 players who have highest strike rate in power play in IPL history. So underestimate Saha under your own peril. So Saha should play. Saha should open the innings with Warner. Then Manish Pandey should come at 3. Williamson should come at 4. 3-4. It depends. They can shuffle. And Bairstow should come at 5. And Vijay Shankar should come at 6. They need to take Vijay Shankar. See, there's a lot of talk regarding to take Abdul Samad. See, I have seen his batting in the domestic. He's a very good player, and even his miss hits were going sixes. I have seen his games in the Ranji Trophy, but at this stage you need to take Vijay Shankar. You can't bank on someone an youngster to perform in a big stage like IPL right away. They'll get better with time, and this is not the time that we need to give them. So this is the time where SRH need to bounce back. So take Vijay Shankar. Just that was a good delivery against the delivery which Chahal bowled to Vijay Shankar. That was very good delivery. So just give him chances, man. Just give Vijay Shankar chances. 7 Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan is he can hit the ball well. He can finish games. Not against very good bowling attacks, but he has the capacity to finish games. So Rashid Khan at 7, Bhuvi 8, take Shabaz Nadeem, which makes 2 spinners. Take Shabaz at at 9, and then Siddharth, and then Sandeep. You need to take Sandeep. Sandeep has a good economy rate, and also he can has a lot of variations to bowl in the depth. Siddharth can offer you the pace in the power play. And Bhuvi is the sure starter. So that's about both the teams. And so we can't predict who can win the game. That in a world class tournament like IPL, it's very tough to predict. But see, if SRH bats first, they need to score. They need to post a good total. Maybe around 180, more than 180. Then they have the arsenal to defend 180. Pacers should bowl well in the power play. Then there will be pressure on the batsmen, on the Delhi Capitals batsmen. So there will be so we might get wickets in the middle overs when Rashid Khan or someone bowls. And the same for Delhi Capitals. If they bat first, they need to if they post a good total, they have the bowling to defend. Again, if Bairstow bats in the middle, it will be huge advantage for SRH, and Warner can bring his A game. He can attack from the beginning. So 60-40 chances, 60 chances to Capitals and 40 for Sunrisers. But remember, Sunrisers is at a dangerous position now because like we have seen teams, like strong teams not performing, but this team has like clear loophole. Mid order is clear, like their clear weakness. So this team needs to bounce back as early as possible. The top order should fare and the bowling should fare. This game is very very important for Sunrisers Hyderabad.